Alright everybody, welcome to a second video on Cultist Simulator. The tabletop, narrative-driven strategy game from Alexis Kennedy and Weather Machine. On the last video I put up, that was a new player's guide offering some of the basic steps and beginner strategies for the game. For this one, we're going further. This is going to be an advanced guide. We're going to be discussing how to actually win the game, some of the more unique and esoteric things you can do, and some important tips that can make life a lot easier for you. Because of that, this is going to be super spoiler. In fact, spoilers are open season for this video. If you haven't played the game yet, want to figure things out on your own, turn things off now. But on this play, I've gotten things a lot more organized, and I also almost lost a few times as well. I managed to get a senior position at the lawyer office, or the law firm, and I used that to earn me so much money that I bought everything I could. So, where I'm at right now is I'm actually ready to solve the game's first hurdle, and that is, if I can find the card on my little board, I should have done a better job. Where are you? That's perfect. I lost the card on my little thing. I was so organized. Where is it? Well, while I'm looking for it, we're going to solve the riddle of the white door. And to do that, we're going to be using our lore here. And the lore and understanding how it works is pivotal to being able to beat Cultist Simulator. So, always pay attention to the symbols in the bottom right. They represent the various aspects. Each aspect basically has or involves a different situation on expeditions and can be used in special events, such as dealing with nasty investigators like this guy right here. The aspects are always leveled in by even numbers, so 2, 4, 6, 8, you get the picture. And there are several ways of getting them. You'll either have to find them, research them, or combine similar ones. Knock, which is always represented by a purple key here, is unique, because this works with any other aspect of the same level. So a level 6 knock can be combined with another level 6 lore to become a level 8. Another thing that's very important to understand is what your cult, right up here, and your inspiration or your dedication represent. Whatever cult you found, and that's based on the kind of aspect you use when founding it, determines what lore aspect you're going to use to upgrade your followers. So I went with Society of the Holy Wound, and that is represented by, of course, our knock. Meanwhile, our dedication, which is separate, requires a different aspect. In this case, it's lantern. Now, we're going to actually be able to show that off here. Oh, I already used the card. Perfect. I'm so ahead of myself here. We're going to fast forward. And another thing to keep in mind, the time passes icon may seem like it's unimportant, but it's actually very huge, because it will always let you know what's coming down the line. Alright. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of that restlessness. Now, because I got caught, I can't do the law firm anymore, but I have more than enough money to basically last. So I'm going to do this. Use the restlessness. And we're now going to dream. Now, to get through the stag door, or the riddle, it requires a level 6 lore. It doesn't tell you, however, what that level 6 lore is. There's usually a hint on the card itself, but you can also kind of brute force it. So, for instance, I have... Let's see, what level 6s do we have right now? We have this, let's see. That is not the answer, so very simple, we don't use that one. What about this? That's also not the answer. And what about this? Nope. We better have the answer, folks. Because if I don't, it's going to be very embarrassing for this video. Where are you? Ah, here it is. There we go, perfect. So because that changes, it means we have solved the riddle, which will move us forward in beating the game. So while that's going to play out, it's good to get at least one level 6 of all the aspects, because that will be useful for our requests up here. So I'm going to get a commission, because they will allow us to buy this Spirit Spintria, which we can sell for additional money or use in our summonings. So while we're doing that, I'm also going to upgrade Knock, because I want to get that to at least level 7, so that way I can make use of it. Alright, so that's going. So I already have a level 6. I don't need 2 level 6s of Winter here. So I am going to combine. And in doing so, this should upgrade this to level 8. It's going to need additional resources. We have no notoriety, so nothing to worry about there with him. And she will give me a commission now. Commission is based on a specific lore and a specific level. So she wants a level 5. We have a level 5 already, so we're good to go there. Let him take my mistake. I have nothing else going on. We'll also see if we can get rid of him, too. Alright, so meanwhile, things are going along. Alright, we have a Season of Ambitions coming up. That will play more of a role once we go down the path of enlightenment. Alright, so the stag door has now been opened. Usually, whenever we do a lore combination, it will require glimmering and eruditation. Eruditation? This stuff. And again, I can see now with that, I know that there's going to be a health event coming up. So what I can do is to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll do a little work. Go from there. Alright. And we've officially passed the stag door. The next thing will be the spider door, and then the peacock door. And we'll need to start gaining our marks in order to begin our progress. So, here's what we got. We have another piece of trivia or exploration. Reason's been dimmed, but we'll deal with that. There's our other level 6. Move you back here. And we got the way through the stag door. This is going to be used to complete our next step. So we'll let time fast forward a little bit. And I am going to use this Furtive Truth. Or actually, we already have a destination in mind. So let's let time advance. That's going to continue. There's a health event, but I am more than prepared. And right now, I'm just waiting for that to finish. But we can also do this. They want lure, and they want passion. Oh, what did I miss? Red. Oh, I'm sorry, I picked the wrong one. That's better. So that will go. We have some dread, but it's not the season to worry about dread, so we should be fine. He's still trying to get to me. He wants glimmering, which we will not have. So there's a chance this will fail. Alright, our affliction is ready to be healed. So let's do that. The cards still like to hide on each other, don't they? Crisis solved. Did it work? Yes, it did. We've gone to a level 8. Now, this is very important, because I can now begin to upgrade my followers. Each follower has, again, the same thing with different aspects, which allow them to succeed at different tasks. So what I'm going to do is use our new level 8. Perfect. And we're going to start promoting them. This will make them be better at their job, and will make life a lot easier on expeditions. Let's get you out of the way. Oh, we have one dread. Well, fortunately, that containment is going to run out. Is there anything I can do to kind of force it to stay? I think I can, actually. I'll use one of my passion, and we'll kind of preserve it that way. Health is back. Alright, and it's worked. So she's now Disciple class, which means she's now rank 5. Now, I really want to get my hands on a level 5 Winter, a level 5 Knock, and a level 5 Moth, at least. Moth is used. We can actually use that to get rid of evidence. My mouse is acting up here. So that will go there. It's going to keep looking for dread. Is this going to be a season? No, ambition. We're good. Alright. The contentment will fix that. We need another restlessness. So let's deal with that fairly quickly. Actually, I'm going to wait. Take it like right up to the end there. Fix that. And again, we're just trying to promote everybody right now. Because it's free. It costs us nothing since we have the level 8. Or we only need level 7 for this. Oh, and I almost forgot. The commission was finished, so we will quickly get that turned in. Good. This should solve itself. There's our silver, which we can sell for a lot of money. Alright, so he's a believer. And again, each aspect can do something different. So let's just get him out of the way here. And we'll be going on an expedition very soon. Might as well. Alright, got some more glimmerings, which I'm actually going to use one of my books here that I've been hoarding and get some more passion. There's nothing more I can buy either. Alright, he's done. And this way, by upgrading them to disciples, I don't really need to hire too many people after this. So let's go for this. And again, whatever lore you found your cult on determines which one you need. Alright, so that's good. Still good there. And let's see. We should probably upgrade our edge to 6 as well. Another point of passion for me. Let's get you back there. She's ready for another one. You can just keep using your people up here and get more and more stuff. So you don't really need to work other than to get contentment and such. Alright, so she's a believer, he's a believer. Oh no, I'm sorry. So let's see, we have plus to Grail, Moth, Heart. I would like to get Edge and Knock. And maybe even Winter as well. Really, I'm just going to do all of them, because it doesn't really hurt me to keep them upgraded. So, let's do this again. And once this Season of Suspicion is out, we will go on an expedition. Let's get you out of there. What else can I do? Huh. I could upgrade these two to 8. And maybe trade that. Alright. Let's do this. It's just getting all evil sounding, isn't it? Alright, nothing more there. And I know, we'll do some work at our hospital. It's safe and it just gets us a little bit of money. Alright. Our disciple pool is growing here. Alright. Moth, Heart, Grail, and Knock. Let's get one lantern to be on the safe side. I've lost a few people, sadly, due to the suspicion getting too high. Alright. Once it says considering the evidence, that means we're good. Now, there are several ways of dealing with inspectors, or with our hunters here. We could share a secret with them. We could send someone after them. Alright, so that's doing its thing. Let's see. We have another season coming up. We'll let that go, though. We'll do this again while we're waiting. Alright, next season is good. Alright, there's all of our believers. Now, we want to take the believer up to the next tier, or I'm sorry, the disciple to the next tier. That's going to require more. So we can see that. 21. That's going to be a while to get to that tier. Alright, so let's keep them coming along. And this again will make it a lot easier to survive expeditions. Good. He's not going to find anything, obviously. Good. It's a season of despair again, which should be fine. But let us actually complete our next point here. As soon as this is done. Or actually, no, forget that. We don't have to wait. Because we are enlightenment, we're going to be using lantern. Once we do this, we officially basically enter the point of no return. And we'll begin working our way up the marks needed to survive. It's also going to make things harder, too. Alright, but now that that's done, we're going to go on an expedition. I can actually explain what to look for when doing them. So, actually, we'll send somebody else, see if we can get somebody as a pawn. Or as a scapegoat for our mission. There's another disciple, ready, willing, and able. We'll do it one more time. If it doesn't work, we'll just move forward with our disciples. Where is... Let's put her back here. Do I not have anyone? I think he's our only edge. I may have to find more people. Yeah, he's our only edge, so I should actually just upgrade him really fast. Alright, so let's go on expedition then. I think we'll use a pawn to start things off. Oh, it did not work. Well, that's alright. I can do it again. Once this is finished, we'll promote one of our hanger-ons to a pawn, and then we'll go on the expedition. And I might as well do another work while I'm waiting. Do not want to promote pawns to the next tier, because there's a chance they may go insane, and then you lose them permanently. Come on. Good. Alright, so let's go on an expedition. So you always need a leader. And you always need to give money. Now pay attention to what's going to show up down here. Okay, so the expedition's going to begin. We are not getting lucky here. Is there anybody else I can convert? Yeah, I might as well. There's our job done. And 1 second, I just want to check our time. Yeah, we're still good. Okay, so here's how things work, and this is what you have to pay attention to. Down here, you're going to see all the icons or elements that are associated to the expedition. Starting with the actual place, which again has additional aspects down here. The first person who's in it, our funds, and then these are the obstacles. Each obstacle will require at least one of two different aspects. So right here, the Watchers want to either be fought, seduced, or deceived. So I believe that is Edge, Moth, and then either Grail or Heart. I don't know what the seduced one is. While the ground one requires Forge or Lantern. Now, I'll show you what happens on the next one, but since I know one of those is going to be Forge or Lantern, I'm going to take Slee here. And he will become a part of that group as soon as it's finished. Meanwhile, they're still doing fine. And I might as well get some more money while I'm waiting. Okay, so now, how it works is, it's now asking us to fight the Watchmen. So that's going to be this. And we can add more, because it's making use of the Lantern. So how I can check that is I should have somebody else who's a lantern. Let's see. So is that doing it? The watchman will lend virtue to our lamps. It will show us the perils to avoid. And again, it shows us what the peril is. So let's see. Another way to check is we can add more, but we'll only take one, whatever is the highest associated aspect. Where is... Let's see. Yeah, so I believe it's virtue to the lamps, which means it's a lantern expedition here. So I will put another one on and see that will guarantee it. Chances are it should work, but sometimes you can get unlucky. Alright, she is ready. And almost everybody is upgraded to tier 2. There we go. So we got through it. So that was for the ground. We've won, but we made it through. So this one will disappear as soon as the event is done. What's going on right here? We have another affliction happening. That's still going. Alright. Work is done. I still have enough, so I'm willing to do this just for the vitality. Come on. And we don't have to worry about that just yet. So the expedition continues, and as you can see, it's not there anymore. Now with these guys, that's telling me that it's going to be an edge. Since we already have 3 because of our pawn. Or I'm sorry, we have 1 point. I can turn that into 6 though by doing that. Alright, that should work. And you'll see what happens in a second. So now, the Watchers can be fought again in 3 different aspects. But because our edge is the highest, that's one that's going to count. And even though it's asking us for assistance, we don't need to do anything right here. I can just put us 1 coin though, and it will come back if we don't use it. Alright, yeah, I knew that was coming. And I might as well do a quick paint. Just get rid of that restlessness. Alright, that's almost done. And now the Watchers... Uh-oh, they won? That's surprising. Now it should... Because we lost, we're going to lose 1 person. It's usually the leader, the one who goes first. And that's some bad luck right there, folks. Point is still good. So do I have anyone else of edge? I don't think so. Did that finish? Yes, it did. We now have a level 6. And let's hope we can do this. So that would be very bad if we don't. What else can I do right now? Yep, we should be able to bring them down. I don't know why the game didn't want me to do that. Oh, that's a perfect time for that. That may actually still be good, as long as I don't get any more mystique. What the hell? Now the game is trolling me. That is not good. Well, we'll have to go with a plan B then. We're gonna lose our lantern. He's fine. And I guess I'll throw another pawn at him. And do we have a Season of Dread coming up? No. We'll just do that for money. Because we should have won this by now. And I don't know why it's not going. There we go. That's better. So now we're going to get treasure from that. Alright, now we have a Season of Despair. So we're going to have to quell that. Passion. Now that will finish up. And we'll do that. Alright, so now we're done. We always get notoriety for finishing. There's that. Some more lore. And of course we'll be able to study that in order to unlock some more stuff. Notoriety should be fine. Let's see. Good. That's good. And now to show it off and to wrap things up for this video, we're going to move the story or the progression forward. So to do that, we're going to take that, take our no, and we will take our power. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep putting the wrong one. And so what's going to happen is we're going to begin our victory condition. And let's see. And while I'm doing that, to earn some extra money, I'm going to sell this. And that's in, what is it, Latin? Oh, Sanskrit. Let's do that. Bingo. Earn some good money on that. Alright. Oh, it just took it. So, what happens is we now have the mark. And what that means is we need all 8 marks to essentially beat the game. So, if we look right here, you can see where our Ascension is now. So that's going to change our cravings too. So what does that mean? Time alone. So each one's going to require something. It's not grabbing anything, so I'm not sure what it's requiring. We certainly got a lot of money from that. Well, we're about to see what happens, though. Does it give us any clue as to what it's needing? The last words of a living mind. Could be a book? A secret? Alright, so that's going to probably punish us. Okay, so it's taking one of our reasons. We'll need to see about how to deal with that. Next time an exotic hunger comes up, we'll see what happens. But now that we have the way through the stag door, if we dream this... Oh, I think I dreamt the wrong one. Let's see. We'll dream on that in a second. The notoriety is starting again. There's another right. And did we get another secret? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we need to arrest... Maybe we need to capture someone. Because I don't have any more books. Alright, that will probably capture the mystique. I may be able to trick it, though. Oh, I screwed up. That's fine. Let that go. He's gonna create some evidence, but it's not gonna be too bad. There, that's better. So now we can go forward. And again, we can put different things in there to advance. So it most likely wants, I believe, a level 8 aspect. There we go. This will open up to the next door. Meanwhile, that's going. Should be good. He's gonna create some evidence, but as long as we don't do anything that will do notoriety, we should be fine. Again, another one of these. And as you can see, we now have the way through the stag door. That's done. And we now have the way through the spider's door. As we go higher and higher, we'll be getting more things out of it. So let's see what we got here. It's not enough. It will probably want a level 10. Let's see. And we do not have that. At least not yet. Well, I could take the 6s, turn them into 8s, and then turn the 8s into 10s. No, they only want this one, and it's not high enough. So we can't go further there. see, is it time for another thing? Another bit of hunger? Maybe we dream. There's some more money. We'll complete that. And the summons always use knock, which is another reason why having the knock hold kind of helps out. Let's see. So that's going to continue. Again, we have another affliction. Meanwhile, they're still doing fine over there. Oop. There's another bit of lore which we can use to unlock more expeditions. But I think we'll wrap it up here. Unless we get our hands on... Oh, no. Oh, no, we're good. Oopsie. Did I mean to purchase the opium? Get anybody else to join us. Again, I have no notoriety, so I'm good. It's done. Trade that in. But I'll show you guys very quickly about the rites, and then that will be our stop point. He's not going to find anything else. Health is restored. They're all disciples except for one. Hopefully... Oh wait, two. I get a few more people to fill out my ranks here. Alright, but while that's going, we'll look at the rites very quickly. The rites themselves kind of give you an idea of what you're going to get out of it. Let's see. To the right of Max Edge. And the first thing you do is an invocation. That's using an aspect. So you're getting clues as we put things on. Edge. I can have to battle in my own soul. So, since we have a level 8 knock, once that's done being promoted, let's see. Who knows what's possible? Right, we're gonna have a season of ambitions again. Alright. So let's take this. There's our level 8. Now it's not saying anything. It always needs an instrument in order to complete. There we go. So we need the 6th mark in order to go further. Again, it's not going to accept it. Okay, so we're going to get another little challenge here. We only have one... Oh, I'm sorry, we're up to Mark 3. But we need something to push it further. I'm alone with a living mind. It could mean that we need a prisoner. Let's see. That's going to... It's not going to wrap out in time. Well, let's show it off quickly. Let's see if this works. There'll be a little experiment for both of us. So, we're going to lock him up. There we go, so that did it. So we're basically sacrificing him. We can also sacrifice the people we buy, or let someone kidnap as well. So let's see what happens. And now we have the 4th mark. We'll probably need to sacrifice 2 more people to get up to the 6th or 7th. Now, to get to the final breaking point, you're going to need, I believe, a 32 ranked lore, and it'll be in Lantern. So that's where kind of the end game comes into play. But we are good anyway. We can get more Spiritus here. And of course, just keep promoting everybody we see down here. Because again, you can't have too many followers. I can actually use this as an excuse to create more reason. That will run out before we do anything bad, and we're good. But let's wrap things up here. If you guys want to see, I guess, a 3rd video, let me know. If we do get that far, it will probably be maybe something near the end if I can get to it. But otherwise, this should give you everything you need to start pushing forward into the mid and possibly end game. From this point, basically what I want to do is to start upgrading my aspects, get the ones I don't need, and combine them with our knock to keep growing that, and just keep pushing forward, while of course maintaining everything as well. If I need money, it's going to be as simply as doing some of our work here, and getting our commissions. I still don't know how to recruit a follower. I assume we need a much higher level aspect to do that. But the next time we get another event, like right now, I would want to send someone out and get somebody that we can sacrifice. Perfect. And of course, the people you hire can come in double aspects, which can make life a lot easier, or you can just use them. It's kind of up to you. So you get in there. That will finish. There's our other commission. And we'll actually just do that very quickly then. It's going to take that. If it actually works in time. No, we're not going to have the time to do it. Oh well. But we earned money. So let's wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching this play. If you have any questions or things I could examine further, let me know in the comments below. But check back for more discussions on game design here and on game wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Until next time, have a good night. Before we get to the credits, I just want to give a quick shout out to the fans and supporters over on patreon.com/gwbicer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. If you'd like to suggest games for me to cover or topics to talk about, let me know in the comments below. For a collection of my writings as well as weekly podcasts on design, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the Game Wisdom Patreon, you can find us on there on patreon.com/gwbicer. $1 will get you into our private Discord channel where we talk game topics and more. $5 will get you voting privileges for any major event, including the Saturday Night Grab Bag, Patreon funded goals, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy more videos here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel.